This is not a game. Does that make sense, everybody? Can't emphasize this enough. Can you end up in a concentration camp in your lifetime? Yes. Can you end up with no human right? Yes. Will it happen to you? Most likely not, which is a good thing. But has Donald Trump quoted Hitler? Yes. Does he embody some of Hitler's ideas? Yes. Donald Trump won because we had low voter turnout. People didn't want to vote. He won because white women didn't show up and vote for Kamala Harris. He won because black men and brown men didn't show up and vote for Kamala Harris. Let me tell you, I know a lot of Latino men on this campus, adults and students, that love Donald Trump. And he's called their mothers, he's called their fathers, he's called them criminals. He called them the poison in the blood of our country. They want to vote for him, and they did vote for him. I know a lot of Latino men that wish they were white, and they'll never admit it to you. A lot of your fathers, a lot of your uncles, a lot of your grandfathers. God, they want to be white so bad. They never will. Hate that. I hate Latino men that put women in their family, their own daughters, and they turn around and vote for men that want to oppress them. I love being Mexican American. I love my community. But God, I hate the patriarchy. God, I hate the patriarchy. If you're a young man right now in front of me, I hope you hate it too, because it's not hurting you. It's hurting everyone you love. You get the privilege of not being born with uterus, so it doesn't affect you. It's affecting everyone else. I'm so sorry, guys. You deserve better. Look at me. You deserve better. Do you have privilege because you live here? Yes. You're a 5-year-old black girl in Arkansas who's the only African American in her class and whose great-grandfather was to death during the Civil Rights Movement. You got a ton of privilege living in this great state. This election is going to affect billions of people. You're very lucky to be where you're at, because there is some poor Palestinian boy in Michigan that's going to get beat up today and assaulted and his nose broken. Because Trump said people that fight for the military are stupid cowards and they're idiots. He got drafted into Vietnam and faked medical paperwork to get out of it. Is that someone you idolize? Calls veterans idiots? And uses his daddy's money to get us serving in the military? Why did he win the election? A rapist, draft-dodging, coward, scum. Why would he win? Why would he win? Why did he win? He won several key states, Kamala, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Georgia, Nevada, Arizona. These key battleground states. Why did he win them? Look, why did he win them? Why would someone who in Wisconsin would vote for Joe Biden, a geriatric old Republican racist who's running as a Democrat, why would they all of a sudden not vote for Kamala Harris, a young person who has no bad record and who has effective policy for the future? Dariah. She has a vagina, if I use a different word. She has a vagina and uterus, and what else? She has melanin. She's mixed race. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised. That's because back when Joe Biden dropped out and Kamala took over, I cried for a week nonstop. Because I knew what? I knew that if we got the best candidate in the entire country, and it was a brown woman, people wouldn't vote. I knew that there were white people and non-white people that were men that would show up and would rather vote for literally anybody except someone with a uterus who has melanin. And those female students of color in this room know exactly what I'm talking about, because they live that. We all deserve better. You now know what this country is. Is our country racist? Is our country patriarchal? Can we change it? Maybe, but can you change your immediate surroundings? Yes.
So I'm just trying to figure out, why is it that anytime anybody talks about this election, the main talking point that they have is to showcase, hey, black men really didn't show up for this election. They really did not show up for Harris, as if to try to state or say that black men are the sole reason that she lost and are the sole reason why Trump is in office for a second term. Again, I'm a little bit confused, because we can clearly see by the information directly on the screen who are the parties involved as to why it is that Trump is currently in office for a second term. So we have the next bit of information here. So blue, of course, is Democrat, red is Republican. So they tell you the majority of the populations and how it is that they vote in the second lower segment. So I have listed, highlighted black. 85% of black people are what? Democrat, while 13% are Republican. Next, sex by race. Black men, 77% Democrat. Again, the others who voted Republican for Trump, 21%. Black women, 91%. Then you have 7% that voted directly for Trump. So all I'm saying is, the narrative, the tired narrative that I've seen different ethnicities state that black men did not show up for Kamala Harris is a lie. So black men just didn't vote. Black men woke up and they were like, hey, we're not going to do anything. We're going to leave all of this up directly to black women. That's nonsensical and that's crazy. Again, coming directly from a teacher who is telling this to students in his class, but yet he didn't want to put up any numbers. He didn't want to list any type of stats. He didn't want to go over the exit polls, which is what I'm giving you directly in front of you. He just wanted to talk out of his mouth from emotions and wanted to state something that was false. Black men did show up. 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 This is what the school stated. Dear Mr. Perez's AP World History class, it was brought to the administration's attention that during class yesterday, the topic of the election results surfaced and became heated. We wanted to thank those who came forward to express their concerns as we strive to create a strong and welcoming environment for all. While we expect conversations regarding politics and political viewpoints to be discussed in an AP World History class, we also expect it to remain respectful. We do not condone the behavior that was exhibited in class yesterday, and we thank those that brought it to our attention so we could address the issue. We are fortunate to live in a diverse area with differing viewpoints and beliefs. I believe that this is what makes not only Valley View High School and our community special, but our nation as well. As educators, we understand that we uphold a unique and influential role in guiding students on a journey of discovery. We aim to provide a balanced environment where all students feel safe to ask questions, research from reputable sources, engage in respectful dialogue, and ultimately form their own belief. If you or your child have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out. Nothing's going to happen to this teacher. I don't see anything happening. You have one student, in a sense, record and decide to post it or report it directly to whoever, or I guess the parents may have did that for the student. And what's going to happen is that they will have a conversation. He will get pulled directly into the office. There will be some type of meeting or maybe a teacher's meeting with administrative. And they'll have a conversation on how it is that the teachers should speak, what it is that the teachers should specifically speak on, and the words that should and should not be used by teachers. As stated before, when he wanted to talk about his own group of people, he was 100% on the money. He had all the run room, everything that he wanted to say because he's speaking directly from experience. I had no problem with that. I myself have also called out quite a few of the things because of history and showcased that directly on this platform. But when it moves into the moment where you want to specifically speak on another group of people and you want to say specifically what it is that they're not doing, what you need to do is bring up evidence and you need to bring up stats. And that's the main thing that I tell people before. I'm pretty sure I'm reiterating what I said earlier. But stats, the information, it matters. If you are a teacher, information matters. Sources matter. This is the same thing that the school system stated below. They said we aim to provide a balanced environment with all students feel safe, where all students feel safe to ask questions, research from reputable sources, engage in respectful dialogue, and ultimately form their own belief. So when you have a teacher that is speaking from both emotion and his own opinion, and he's not giving them any other sources, really any type of credible facts, you have a problem. You have a very, very deep problem because you have a area of which kids are supposed to have faith and trust. You have an area where a teacher is supposed to be the ruler, in a sense, of how it is that students go about information, how it is that they conduct themselves by using critical thinking. And then from all of that, along with the information that they research and gather themselves, they formulate an opinion of which is the most informative of which it can be given the information at this current moment in time. But the problem is that was not the case. It was just specifically his emotions, dealing with the fact of the loss of the Democratic Party and that Kamala is not going to be in office, with the facts of his opinion. And again, that's where he went wrong. He did 3 things there, and that's where he went wrong. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.